Hi everyone, how are you? I missed you. Excuse that pillow over there on the floor. Axel just jumped off of Daddy's computer chair and the butt pillow went flying, so I'm leaving it. I'm just leaving it. How are you all doing? I know it's been a hot minute. I'm so sorry. Grab them if you got them. This is going to take a minute. Matter of fact, I'm grabbing a sip. Forgive this if I'm slurring my speech. Please forgive me. They readjusted my dentures this morning, and these are only the temporaries. So, where have I been? Oh, good Lord, people. I had the operation done on my mouth. Now, if you remember correctly, I said that the surgeon was going to reshape the nib on the top of my gum. Yeah, that's what I thought. And I'm not blaming Aspen Dental for this. They 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 didn't get it confused, but they thought that's what he was doing too. So I get in there, and it's about noontime on March, I don't even remember, 29th, I'm thinking. I don't remember. He, huge man, tall, big, okay? Now, when I call somebody huge, he yanks down my bottom mouth, and I'm going, what the fuck? and he's looking in there, he's like, and I'm not making fun of him. He had an accent. I think it was German. I'm not making fun of him at all. He was a sweet man. He was very sweet. I'm not going to say anything bad about him. However, I don't think he realized that I didn't know what was about to go down. Yanks down my bottom lip, and he's looking. He's like, oh, yeah. All this, we're going to reshape all this. And I go, and it came out of my mouth before I could stop it. I go, what the hell are you talking about? Oh my God. He goes, we're going to reshape your bottom gum. We're going to reshape your top gum. I go, I thought you were just doing the nib. He goes, no, your gums are all uneven. We're gonna fix them so that your teeth will fit better. And I'm like, huh? About 20 Novocaine needles later, and I had my Gaia. Oh, she's in the kitchen. The one I keep with me when I'm getting surgeries is in the kitchen. She's a little one. Kept her in my bra. And I'm thinking, if you've ever heard that song, Ancient Mother, and I forget who sings it, but it is my go-to healing song. It is my Gaia song that I keep in my head when I'm stressed, when I'm got anxiety, when I'm nervous. I am holding on to the rails of the surgery table, the surgery chair, and got that song in my head, and I got Gaia right here, and I'm like, please just let me get over this. I hear he has like a sawzall thing, and he's literally sawing down my gum, top and bottom. I should have probably said before I started this conversation, if this is stuff you don't want to hear, I get it. I have been through everything in my life from all of my diseases. If you are new to my channel, I have multiple sclerosis. I have SVT, which is short term for supraventricular tachycardia, which is a heart disease. JCV positive in my brain, which the only thing it does is give me severe migraines from the MS medication that I took for over 10 years. I'm a diabetic. I have lymphedema in my legs. I have anemia. Gee, what else? That's a start. And through all the things I've been through with my diseases, I have never been in such pain and so scared of an operation as I was with this one. I mean, he was just, I don't I don't believe he meant to be rough. I think his size, he couldn't help it, and my head's yanking like this, and forgive me for using this phrase, but by the time he got done and he put the gauze in, and it was an hour long, ripping my gums and readjusting, he reshaped my gums. I look in the mirror and I have a baboon's ass for lips. I, I, I didn't ask for Botox. Didn't think I needed it. My lips were huge. And the pain. I never complain about pain. They have put ports in me. They have put a line into my heart to stop it from, never have I had this kind of pain. Oh my God, it was horrible. So for a good 2 weeks, nobody saw me. I mean, nobody. I was black and blue from here all the way down. Black and blue. And again, poof with the lips. So what did I do? I took that time and I worked on me. I think I said in one of my videos that my goal this year was to get stronger, to get healthier, to get better. One of the things I wanted, because I knew my teeth were bad and I knew my teeth were infected, was I wanted dentures and I wanted the infection out of my mouth. Knock on wood, that's been done. We are now over that hump. So now the only thing I have to do is, as I'm losing weight, they have to go in and do what they call a soft reline on these temporary dentures. They put this like putty in there. You stomp on, you chomp on it. So, and I'm getting to the witchy stuff. I'm just telling you this part. And, so the only thing I have to do now is, as my mouth is adjusting, the teeth will need to be adjusted. They're going to call me in June because they want to wait for everything to completely heal. And they're going to call me in June to do the impressions for my actual dentures. These are what they call immediates. They're going to get the actual ones. So when I wanted this. This is what I wanted. I wanted a full set of teeth. I wanted that. You couldn't see it in videos, but all these teeth back here were gone. I only had the ones that were in the front. And I always tried to move my mouth so you couldn't really see that I was missing these teeth. But boy, if I knew all the crap. But it had to be done because I had an infection. My entire bottom mouth was infected. All those teeth had to come out. They took out these, they were all loose. I think was there 10 teeth left? Whatever it was. It's over now. Now I just deal with adjusting to what I have. And I'm still haven't told you what I've been talking about. I have been working on my spirituality highly. I I became a high priest, not a high priestess. Let me rephrase that. I became a Wiccan priestess. I got my certificate for that. I did all 3 tiers of the Wicca. I've I've always been a Wiccan as my religion. I always say Wicca is my religion, a witch is who I am. But I never really, I studied Wicca, I understand Wicca, I do all the Wicca tenets, but I never really gave myself a title because I just don't think it's necessary. But for some reason, I was really getting called to get the degrees in Wicca. Again, I'm still going to have a little bit of a stutter. I got my degree in the Master of Wicca. I am a priestess and I'm very proud of it. I also got my credentials as a minister, as a pagan minister. I love it. I really love it. I'm ordained. So if my family, and I really did it for a couple of reasons. If any of my family wanted to do a hand fasting or they wanted to renew their vows, I could do that for them. I could do that for them. Um, if anyone in my family, God forbid, passes away, I I do not have the experience to do a funeral. I just don't. But I can do the part of the service where I'm comforting them. I'm doing the passages. If that makes sense, I don't know. But I got quite a few certificates while I was in major pain. I've also been studying my spirituality again. I really have. I've been really getting into it. I've been getting into my Wicca. I've been getting into oh, you stupid thing. Google Chrome has this stupid. I've been getting into all of that, and I love it. I made a. Hold on, give me 1 minute here, people. What are you doing? Okay, I have this. This is the Gardnerian Book of Shadows. I have that. I have the Laws of Wicca. I've got this. This is my Wicca Book of Shadows. Everything in here is pretty much about Wicca, about the tenets and the laws, and because it is a religion. Wicca is a religion. I always say, Wicca is my religion. A witch is who I am, and that is who I am. So I really got into that because I was in so much pain. I started doing my 30-minute chair exercises again. I know you see Lilith back there. I'm trying to find a place for her. I'm trying to find somewhere that I can put her besides there. We have 1,000 square foot ranch house. It's kind of hard. I don't want to put her in the shed because it's very cold there, in case the motor freezes, whatever. That thing is well over 10 years old. It's beat up to the core. You have to bang on the controller to get it to turn on, but I hardly ever need it now. I mainly use my quad cane. I have lost 62 62 pounds. I know it doesn't look it because I got a lot of loose skin, but I lost 62 pounds in the last 4 months. 3 months, 4 months, I've been on Ozempic. And I don't work for no pharmaceutical company. I don't, I don't sponsor any type of medication. I wouldn't. But I was originally on Farxiga for my diabetes. And all it did was give me, and men, block your ears, gave me a huge yeast infection. And I told my doctor, nope, I am not going through this. And I happened to see, I was on YouTube or one of them, and they were talking about Ozempic and how it's amazing for diabetes, but not only that, you lose tons of weight. Now, I've always been obese. I've always been a big girl. So I talked to my doctor, and he goes, yeah, I think, you know what? I think that might work out really well for you. And my liver was up a little bit. And that was because I was always in so much pain. I was almost every day taking 800 milligrams of ibuprofen. So it also helped your liver. My liver levels are now back to normal. So I took it. It's been 3.5 months now. I take it once a week. And originally my A1C jumped up to 7.8. It is now 6.1. I don't get hungry. I don't. Once in a very blue moon, I will feel ravish. Like I will wake up and be like, I want to eat a house. But then when I go to eat, it's almost, I'm not going to say it's like having the gastric bypass because I have no idea what that's like. But I can only eat a certain amount of food. And then I start getting full, like a few bites, and I'm like, ooh, I can't do this. I'm not on a particular diet. I am trying to watch my sugar. I'm trying to stay away from sugar, but I still eat some. I mean, I'm not going to lie. But I noticed that the weight was going down. And I was like, oh my God. So when I went and saw the doctor, I was 346, 340, in the 340s. I'm now 280. And my doctor's like, oh my God. I said, do not take me off this Ozempic. I don't care. Don't you dare take me off this Ozempic. I don't care where my A1C goes. You just tell them I need it for my obesity. My blood sugars have been really good. My legs are stronger because of the weight loss. I think I talked to everybody about I was on Kesimpta. Well, right now I'm not taking it because our insurance sucks. I'm just going to say it. Our insurance sucks. If this, you know me, I go from here to here. So just, our insurance sucks. And if I want to be on the Kesimpta, it is $6,000 a month. We're not the Rockefellers. Not the Trumps. I wouldn't want to be anyways. But anyhow, we're not the Trumps. I mean, there is, paycheck to paycheck up in this house. That's the way it is. 6,000 a month isn't happening. And there's very little programs. You know, I had a copay program, but it only lasted for 3 or 4 months. How do I shut you off? It's the Google Chrome notifications, a pain in the ass. I don't even know why they're on. So once that's done, when you call to try to get help, there's very little help. And that's when I started. Now, I already was on the Ozempic, already losing weight. That's when I said, nope, I have to get my shit together. I really do. Because if I'm not going to be able to take this medicine, I have to see my neurologist. Um, as most of you know, my neurologist of heart, Dr. Wade, he passed away in last March, and I'm still trying to, yeah. I 21 years he was my neuro, and it's been rough. So I have to see the new neurologist and see what we can do. So for right now, I am on, other than B12 and D3, I'm on no medications for my MS. So I said, well, I have to deal with this on my own then. I am eating a lot better. I really am. I'm kind of back on my Atkins. I'm not eating pasta, I'm not eating bread, but I'm also not being really strict with it. Like, if we have spaghetti one night, I'm going to have spaghetti. I'm just not going to have so much because I can't eat that much anyways. I mean, I eat like this much and I'm like, okay, I'm done. And I went back to my chair exercises, my HasFit chair exercises. Do them every day. There are times I can do 30-minute. I'm walking a lot more, walking, where last year it was almost impossible. I'm using the quad cane. I'm going to be getting back using the walker so I can walk further. I am going to find a way to shut you off. And so it's been a lot of working on me. I informed the two elderly in the family because I love them very much. I really do. But I'm not a nurse's aide anymore, and I just cannot take care of them. I can't. I'm not well enough to do that. And I let them know, I said, this year I have to take care of me. I have been so sick from February dealing with this crap with my mouth to just physically being sick with my MS. My sugar was out of control. I says, I have to focus on me. Because if I don't focus on me, I'm not going to be, I said this to my sister in law. I said, you can't drink from an empty well. You can't. I'm not going to tell her whole story because I don't have permission, but she retired. And, she 50 years was at the same job. And I told her, you got to start taking care of you. You got to start taking care of you. You can't drink from an empty well. And that's true for anybody. I don't care who you are. You can't drink from an empty well. You can't. I have been getting, I can even do a little bit of a book thing here. I got some more books. I got The Earth Power from Scott Cunningham. I am trying, I have this goal this year to collect all of Scott Cunningham's books. Now, anybody can say that it's simple. Oh, Scott Cunningham, he's problematic. He's simple magic, da da da. I don't care. I'm enjoying reading his books. I got this one. I have so many herbs, and I don't think you can see them from here, back there. I have oils, pure essential oils, and all these things. And he has so many recipes for incense oils, brews. I've been getting into green tea more again. I have his earth, air, fire, and water. I think I just showed you. If I didn't, let me grab one out. Because I've always considered myself a Gardnerian Wiccan. I have the Gardnerian Book of Shadows, which has all his Book of Shadows. I saw a documentary once, and it was talking about Wicca, and it was talking about Gerald Gardner, and it showed his actual Book of Shadows. It is in a museum, and it's in this box, a lock box. You have to use gloves to actually see it, and it was amazing to watch, to see that. I'm getting his Witchcraft for Today that should be coming in tomorrow. I have this one from Gerald Gardner, The Meaning of Witchcraft. I really don't have any interest in getting his High Magic. He has a couple of fiction books called, one is High Magic, one is, I forget the name of it, but they're basically fiction books. The High Magic is more of him explaining in a fictitious way, explaining his Book of Shadows and what he does and the magic. And he weaved it through this fictitious story. I really don't have an interest in I've got the hiccups. You're going to have to forgive me. Give me 1 minute. Coffee. I really don't have an interest in that book. And I know it's one of his books. I love reading his books, but I don't have an interest in that one. Or his other fictitious book, which I don't even remember the name of. I want to know about his work and his magic and how he came about all of this. Wicca is not an ancient practice. It is not a religion that is thousands and thousands of years old. However, some of the practices that he puts in his Book of Shadows for Wicca are practices that have been used for thousands of years. Now, as far as Wicca itself is concerned, it's a practice that was started in the 1930s. He brought it to light in the 1950s, but he had been practicing it since 1930s, I believe. But it's not an ancient practice. It's not. However, it is a religion that I can stand by, and it is a I'm not really someone who wants to be religious, but as far as religions go, I do love Wicca. I do. I tried for a few years to walk away from it and be like, I'm not sure if I want to be in a structured religion. And Wicca really is kind of it's got its tenets, its creeds, its laws. There's 161 laws to Wicca. There's all these things, Wiccan ethics and all these things. And I wasn't sure if I wanted to not conform to that, but I wasn't sure if I wanted to go into a practice where it was structured. I still consider myself, even though I consider myself Wiccan as religion, I still consider myself an eclectic witch because I take my practice from Wicca to Green Witch. I do a lot of Green Witch spirituality. Just all kinds of things. If I see something that I think, or I see somebody doing a spell, a ritual, or making an incense or an oil or whatever, and I don't care what practice it is, if I think it's something I want to be a part of, I will add it into my little repertoire here. So I've been collecting a lot of books. Did I get any other ones? Give me one moment here. I thought I had another one. Maybe not. Oh no, that's coming. I told you that's coming tomorrow. Witchcraft for Today. Um, Doreen Valiente, who was someone who worked very closely with Gerald Gardner, has a book called Witchcraft for Tomorrow. That's another one. It's really hard to find. Really hard to find. But that's another one I'm going to be working on. I've been doing a lot of spell candles. I've been doing coloring, my adult coloring. I've gotten back into that again because I need something outside the box to keep me stable, if that makes any sense. Um, a lot of things that I have set goals for this year, can you believe we're already in the 4th month of 2023? We are already a third of the way out of this year. But a lot of the things are coming to fruition for me. My teeth, getting healthier, exercising more. I want to lose. Now, I'm going to be 58 next month, people. Okay, May 21st, I'll be 58. I am not losing weight to try to look like a supermodel. It's just not going to happen. I'm old. Okay, I am an old crone. I'm losing weight for my health. For my health. Because especially with all the diseases I have, I mean, you hear of people that are healthy and young and they're gone. They're gone. Life is so precious. It's just so precious. And I've been noticing since I've lost weight I'm sorry for the lisp. I'm still trying to get used to these damn teeth. Since I've lost weight and since I've been eating healthier, which I think is a big part of it, I am so hyper. I want to do a billion things, even when my MS doesn't want me to do it, or my lymphedema in my legs is saying, you've walked long enough. I want to keep going. I want to keep going. I want to keep doing things and exploring things. And I was going to, oh, I don't know where in your area. I live in Connecticut. I live more in the southern region of Connecticut. The dandelions are on and popping this year. I have so many plans for dandelions, and the dandelions this year are really vibrant. They're really beautiful. I have a park next to my house here, and there is a billion of them. Now, I was too sick the last week or so to pick them, but tomorrow I'm gonna be out there and I'm gonna be doing that too. Maybe I'll even take you along with me. I might bring my phone. But yeah, so I that's that's why I've been missing for a little while. I promised to do more videos because I missed all of you, and I even though I wasn't doing videos, I've still got new subscribers, and I thank you for being here. I can tell you right now, I am not the most exciting person on YouTube. Never will be, can't be, not going to happen. But if you stick with me, you're going to hear a bunch of stories. I have two feline babies named Alice and Rosie. I have two canine babies named Axel and Angel. They're crazy little kids too. Like I said, there's the pillow that goes to the chair over here that Axel knocked over. He was over here and he took off. Now Angel's over here. It's always something going on. I've got some plants. I've been growing rosemary, basil. What else? There's some I forget what other one I've got going on. Oh, thyme. I'm growing some of the herbs. Um as I'm starting to heal here physically and mentally, I will start going. I have a huge apothecary in my kitchen of all kinds of herbs and oils and just all kinds of things. I will take you into the kitchen with me via my phone, and we'll do all kinds of we'll work on this. I have so many. Lemongrass. I have lemongrass up the wazoo. I have so many herbs and spices and things like that, and crystals and stuff. And so we'll go through this and we'll make some tinctures and oils and do all that. But yeah, this year, I mean, yes, I can't afford my Kesimpta, but that's not an awful thing for me because I've always been really lucky with my MS. I am not, I mean, yeah, I used her for a long time. I had times I was completely out of her, and then times I had to go completely back in her. But that doesn't bother me because as long as I've got my cognitive life going here, I'm good. I'm good. I hope you all are good too. I hope everybody had a great holiday. Easter, as far as Easter goes, I got a couple of things in my inbox on Facebook saying, I was talking about Easter because we have two elderly that are here in Connecticut. My mom lives in Massachusetts in a nursing home, but we have two elderly ladies that live here, my mother-in-law and our aunt. So we celebrate Easter because they're Christian. But I always tell people, I mean, Ostara is my thing. The Sabbaths, I cherish them, but I do celebrate the Christian holidays too. Let me retract that. Let me retract what I just said. I celebrate the Christian holidays as family, with family, because I'm the only pagan. And this family celebrates the Christian holiday. Steve's not Christian, but so out of respect for them, I mean, I don't go to church, I don't do any of that stuff, but as far as the holidays are concerned, out of respect for those two elderly women, I celebrate it with them because it makes them happy. So I celebrate it as family, not as the traditional holiday. And I explained that on Facebook. I was like, I want to step on this because I don't think people, I don't even be, God, even when I was a teenager, I think we were never church people. We were never church people in my family. I mean, we really didn't adhere to any religion back when I was growing up. And then, like I said, I found my way to who I am. But, with anything, I think it's with Christianity, Buddhism, whatever religion you adhere to, I think it takes years for you to become comfortable in your spiritual skin. And I am very comfortable. I don't care if a nun walks by me. I will have, I don't have it on right now, but I will have my pentacle, say, blessed be. I don't have a problem. No disrespect to them. I always say every religion is beautiful. This is where I am. And so now I'm just rambling. So I think I'm going to end this video. But I love you all so much. If you are new to my channel, thank you so much for being here. Um, this year is going to be a ride. It's going to be a ride, and I'm excited for it. I am doing so much more spell work and rituals. I try to do a ritual every day. When I had this surgery stuff, I am not going to lie, I didn't do nothing. I laid in a recliner and cried. But that's all over. Knock on wood, that's done. Been getting into a lot of reading. Like I said, I've been purchasing a lot of books lately because I've been really getting into reading. So I love all of you. I'm sure I missed some stuff along the way, but it is already almost 40 minutes into this video, so we're going to cut it here. I love you. Have an amazing week. I hope you have an amazing spring. Or is it winter right now on the southern side of the world, or fall? I don't remember. Whatever it is, enjoy every moment of it. I love you. Bye-bye.